Good morning, welcome back. It is Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well. So today's going to be part one of two of the racing memorabilia show finds. I don't know when I'll do the second part, probably in a couple more days. But the thumbnail, you have a picture of the ticket, and it's just, here's all the sponsors of the folks that put on the event. Obviously, you got Parkside Cards there, some local businesses, some I'm familiar with, some that I am not. Embassy Suites is the hotel that's hosted in, and there's their, follow them on all their socials. I do follow them on Facebook. I do need to follow them on X. But they have a really, really good show that they put on. This first batch of items that I'll be showing you are just cards that I picked up at the show. And a lot of random cards, but a lot of cards that I did not have. A few of these I had, but most of these I didn't. I'm always looking for interesting finds and so forth. But we're just going to go through this quick stack. Oops, almost knocked the camera over. It's a pretty good size stack, so I'll just lay it here, pull it off one by one. One booth, the guy gave me this free card after I purchased, I can't even remember what I purchased at his booth. Oh, I purchased a bunch of cards. I was going to purchase some die-cast, but I don't think he really had anything that I was interested in. But it's a Mario Andretti Texaco Haviland card from 1992. Looks like it's card 2, perhaps, of a set. Not real familiar with this, but it is a nice little card with all the associate and primary sponsors. Next up, I've got some different cards out of this set, but I didn't have the A.J. Foyt one, the Indy 500 Champions Collection. Bought this one because I needed it to complete my set, I think. I'm going to have to double check, but I think I need that one to complete a 92 track set. Seen a Jimmy Johnson. This is a Sports Illustrated for Kids card. So if you zoom in real close, this one's nicely cut out of the magazine or whatever. I think these were distributed in the magazine. And I thought it was funny because they had some Dale Jr. ones that still had the little perforated edges. But the fact that I thought was funny about the Dale Jr. is that they left the Budweiser sponsorship on there. Up next, we have Jimmy Johnson, an artist proof. So this is going to go in my low count stack box, if you will. So there you see 18 of 50. I believe that's 2016 or 2018. 2016 Panini Torque, but an artist proof of Jimmy Johnson. I was talking about working on this set the other day. Again, they had this card in their bin, so I decided to pick it up, just in case that I should start working on those. And this bin had a lot of, this particular box had a lot of Jimmy Johnsons, so what is that, 211 out of 299, 22 Donruss. So always like picking up numbered cards. And then they had an older press pass from, 2005, Showman versus Show Car. So there's going to be another card here on this side that's going to have the driver pick, and it's going to be numbered, well, they didn't number it that year the way I thought, because they used to do like a 1A and a 1B and a 2A and a 2B, but nonetheless, still a nice-looking card for that era. We have Kubota, short track, what is that, High Limit Racing, World Outlaw type series, Brad Sweet, Casey Kane Racing, number 49. So I thought that was a nice-looking card. And then also got a Rico Abreu from that same series. So if I ever get to one of these events this year, got a couple cards there I can have them sign, perhaps. From the 1983 A&S Racing set, we got Tom Sneva. And if you notice, Tom's wearing glasses here. Back in this era of IndyCar racing, drivers were not permitted to wear contact lenses. So if you had vision problems, you had to wear eyeglasses. They did not allow you to wear contact lenses at that time. So I'm sure that affected Bobby Rahal to some degree here. I believe this would have been his first year with Jim Truman there with the Red Roof Inns folks sponsoring the car. Got Al Unser Sr. He would be the champion at 83. Then also picked up one of his son, Al Jr. And then we have a very young Danny Sullivan. And one thing, if you notice under his letters, or the letters under his name there, RH positive, RH plus, I seen that for years on driver uniforms with different letters and symbols, and that's their blood type. So I always thought that was pretty interesting. As a kid, I didn't know what it was, but I later found out and thought it was pretty interesting little tidbit that a lot of drivers had. So when you see pictures of race car drivers back in the late 70s through the mid 80s, look at the stitching underneath their name and see if you can find, different blood types. So I always thought that to be pretty interesting. This next card's from 2015. It's of Al Unser Jr. during the same time frame of what we just seen the other car. But this is from the 2015 Brickyard Vintage Racing Invitational. So I thought that was pretty nice. Always nice finding these just unique cards. Found a Mario Andretti AAA card here. So, there you go, AAA. You can download the AAA app. And there's some phone numbers, but super cool there, Mario Andretti card. Then we have a couple Stewart Haas Racing cards here that I'd never seen before. So, statistics as of 7/7/2014. So you have the outlaw Kurt Busch. Of course, he dropped that nickname real quick after he was suspended by NASCAR for the allegations that were later dismissed. Got a Kevin Harvick one. So Happy Harvick. And then Tony Stewart, I bet that's going to say Smoke. Yes, it does. So that was some cards that were released by SHR during that era. Now, the backs of these next several cards, these cards are slightly oversized, so I'm going to have to get them out of these holders and into some holders that are just a little made for vintage cards. But these are 2001 or 2002. I'm going to have to look it up. And there's temporary tattoos in here, but it's an Indy Car card and a temporary tattoo that goes with the driver. So I'd like to get these out, but a Casey Mears, I thought that was super cool to find a Casey Mears. Sam Hornish Jr., I think he was driving for Panther Racing. You can see it there on his shoulder before he went to Penske. Got Eddie Cheever Jr. Scott Sharp. We see him in the Trans Am set. Al Unser Jr. later in his career, pretty much near the end of his career, to be honest. Then they use the same photo on this one for the Firestone set. So even in the IndyCar series, they were recycling photos. Got a 2004 Kyle Busch rookie. Has a little bit of a ding in it, but that happens. This next one's pretty cool. On the back, it is serial numbered 54 out of 100 on the front. It says 1 out of 100, the MPH. Parallel for Kenny Irwin Jr. in 2000 high gear. But there is the 54 out of 100. So, very nice. Really like that card. Then we have our first mem card of the day. And it is a bookend from 2004 Press Pass Eclipse. It's a Jimmy Johnson car cover. The Undercover series. But there you see it's 100 out of 100. So that will also go in that special box of low. I've kind of got it low numbered cards. So anything under 49 or 50 or less. Door number and then bookends. I kind of separate those because I think those are always unique little pieces. Another one that'll go in the low number box. 2 out of 10 for 2024 Panini Select Christian Rose. So pretty nice little card there. 2 out of 10. And I'm sure Logan's going to be saying we like gold. Because that is the gold parallel. Now we got number 1 out of 10 for a guy that just got his first career top 10 in the Xfinity Series this past weekend, Ryan Ellis. So there it is, another bookend, 1 out of 10. There's some debris there that I didn't wipe off, but 1 out of 10. So we got a couple super low numbered cards there. And then our next one is 63 out of 99. Ryan Repko. Not sure what level of parallel that is, but from 2021 Prism. Got a couple more here. From the Parkside set, we got the Kyle Larson Vintage. So you've seen our rips. We pulled, what, a Santino Ferrucci, and I can't remember who the other guy was that we pulled to the Vintage. May want to try to put this set together depending on how many that's in it. But it's got a matte finish. Kyle Larson, kind of grainy photo there on the back. But these cards are nicely done. Really like those. And our final card of the day from Press Pass Legends. Can't see the year on this, but that's probably not really relevant, and I'm going to change the holder that it's in. It's a 68 out of 199 Racing Artifacts of Cale Yarborough. Got a really good deal on this card. Being a red uniform, I don't know what when that would be from. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's definitely not orange, like a Hardy's uniform. Could be maybe a piece of the Valvoline uniform he had in the early 80s. But I don't know. It's really strange. But like I said, we got some nice cards all around there. Like I said, I got some more stuff. We'll get that in another video. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Excited. Like I say, it's always fun to go down there. I've been going down there for probably the last 4 or 5 years. It keeps getting a little bit bigger every year. They've had some really good signers. I always try to pick the days that I want to go down there based on who is signing. But if you're ever in the Indianapolis area on race day week, at the end of the week, the back end of the week, those folks put on an amazing show. But once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like and subscribe button. Come back and see us at noon for Fast Packs. So we will see you later.